If you're watching this, you are probably feeling it. Rent keeps going up, groceries cost more every single month. And that raise you got 2 years ago, inflation swallowed it before it even hit your account. What most people don't realize is that the cost of living crisis is not that global. There are many countries where the $2,000 you pay for a flat in London can give you a life to die for. In this video, we are breaking down 5 countries where $2,000 a month buys a genuinely luxurious lifestyle, real numbers, real budget breakdowns. And this isn't about roughing it in some remote village. We're talking modern apartments, world-class healthcare, and cities with thriving expat communities, co-working spaces, and the kind of nightlife you can expect in London or New York. Let's get into it. Country number 1, and honestly still the gold standard for affordable living abroad, is Thailand. Thailand has been the go-to destination for expats and digital nomads for decades. The infrastructure is excellent, the food is legendary, the healthcare is world-class, and your dollar stretches further here than almost anywhere else on the planet. Here's how $2,000 breaks down in Chiang Mai, the sweet spot for most expats. Rent: a modern 1-bedroom apartment with a pool and gym runs $400 to $600 a month. In Bangkok, expect $500 to $800 for something comparable. Food is where Thailand really shines. Street food meals cost $1.50 to $2. A sit-down restaurant, $3 to $6. Even if you eat out for every single meal, you'd struggle to spend more than $300 a month. Transport is almost negligible. Motorbike rentals run about $80 a month. Grab Ride, that's Southeast Asia's Uber, costs $2 to $4 for most trips. Utilities and internet together come in at around $50 to $70. Thailand has excellent fibre optic internet, often faster than what you'd get in rural parts of the UK or US. Health insurance through an international provider like Safety Wing runs $45 to $70 a month. Or you can walk into a private hospital and pay cash. It costs $15 to $30 to see a doctor. That leaves you $400 to $600 a month for leisure, weekend trips to the islands, Thai massages for $6, nights out, co-working memberships, whatever you want. Country number 2, Mexico. And before you picture spring break Cancun, forget it. We're talking about the Mexico that expats actually live in. Cities like Mérida, Oaxaca, Guanajuato, Puebla, and Mexico City's trendier neighborhoods, Roma Norte, Condesa, Coyoacán. Mexico's biggest advantage, especially for Americans, is proximity. You're in the same time zones. Flights home are cheap and short, and the culture shock is minimal compared to moving to Southeast Asia. But the real story is value. In a mid-sized city like Mérida, which consistently ranks as one of Mexico's safest cities, a furnished 1-bedroom in a nice area costs $350 to $550 a month. In Mexico City's popular expat zones, bump that to $600 to $900. Food in Mexico is ridiculous, and I mean that as a compliment. Street tacos cost $1 to $2. A full comida corrida, a multi-course lunch special at a local restaurant, runs $3 to $5. Monthly grocery bills for one person sit between $150 to $250, depending on how much imported stuff you buy. Transport is dirt cheap. City buses cost under $1. Uber and Didi rides across town rarely top $5. Many expat-friendly cities are highly walkable. Utilities average $50 to $80, including electricity, water, gas, and fast internet. Healthcare is a standout. Private insurance runs $50 to $150 a month depending on your age. But here's what catches people off guard. You can walk into a little doctor's offices attached to a pharmacy and see a GP for $2 to $4. Prescription meds cost a fraction of US prices. With $2,000 a month in Mérida, you're living extremely well with money to spare for weekend trips to beach towns or the Mayan ruins. Country number 3 is one most people still don't have on their radar, and that's exactly why it's so good. Georgia specifically. Tbilisi, Georgia, is a small country wedged between Europe and Asia, bordering Turkey, Armenia, and Russia. Over the last few years, it's quietly become one of the most popular destinations for location-independent workers on the planet. Why? Georgia offers a 1% tax rate for freelancers who register as individual entrepreneurs with an annual turnover up to roughly $185,000, after which the rate steps up. And citizens of over 90 countries, including the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and most of the EU, can stay visa-free for an entire year. Let's talk numbers. Rent in Tbilisi for a modern one-bedroom in popular neighborhoods like Vake or Vera runs $500 to $700. Move slightly outside the center, Suburtalo for example, and you're looking at $350 to $500. Studios go for even less. Food is a revelation. Traditional dishes like khachapuri, a cheese-filled bread boat, and khinkali dumplings cost $3 to $8 for a full meal. Mid-range restaurants run $8 to $20 per person. Groceries for one person average $120 to $200 a month, especially if you shop at local bazaars. Public transport is nearly free. The metro costs about 40 cents per ride. Taxis across the city rarely top $5. Utilities including heating, electricity, water, and fibra internet come to $70 to $120 a month. Winter heating is the main variable. Gas bills spike from November to March. Georgia's wine region is arguably the oldest in the world. Archaeological evidence puts winemaking here at around 8,000 years. A quality bottle of local wine costs $3 to $5 from the supermarket. That alone might be enough reason to move. Country number 4, Colombia, and the city everyone's talking about, Medellin. Medellin has undergone one of the most dramatic urban transformations in modern history. Once infamous for all the wrong reasons, today it's a thriving, innovative city with a world-class metro system, cable cars connecting hillside communities, and a booming tech scene. Here's the breakdown. Rent in the popular El Poblado neighborhood, the main expat hub, runs $650 to $900 for a furnished one-bedroom. Move to Laureles or Envigado and you get the same quality of life for $450 to $650. Same restaurants, same safety profile, better prices, and arguably a more authentic Colombian experience. Food delivers ridiculous value. The Men del Dar, a set lunch at a local restaurant, costs $2.50 to $4 and includes soup, a main, a drink, and dessert. Monthly groceries for one person run $180 to $260. The metro is clean, modern, and costs about 70 cents per ride. Uber and Didi rides across the city are typically $1 to $4. Utilities including electricity, water, gas, and high-speed internet average $60 to $100 a month. A huge perk, Medellin's spring-like climate means you'll never need heating or air conditioning. Private health insurance, which gives you access to excellent hospitals, costs $50 to $100 a month. Colombia's healthcare system is consistently ranked among the best in Latin America. Country number 5 might surprise you, because people don't usually associate Portugal with cheap. And if you're looking at Lisbon or the Algarve coast, they're absolutely right. But here's the secret most people don't know. Portugal's interior is a completely different story price-wise. Here are the numbers for a town like Castelo Branco. Rent for a decent one-bedroom starts around €300 to €450, roughly $330 to $500. Larger two-bedroom apartments often go for $450 to $600. Some municipalities in the Castelo Branco district have average rents as low as €250 a month for a 100 square meter property. Food in Portugal's interior is outstanding and cheap. The famous prato do dia, the dish of the day at a local tasca, includes soup, a main, a drink, and coffee for $8 to $12. Monthly groceries run $250 to $300 at chains like Pingo Doce and Lidl, and less at local markets. Transport varies. Many interior towns are walkable for daily needs. If you need a car, fuel and insurance together cost about $100 to $150 a month. Intercity trains are cheap and reliable. Utilities and internet come to about $80 to $120 monthly. Healthcare is the ace in the hole. As a legal resident, you get access to Portugal's National Health Service. Consultations and treatments are largely free or carry small co-payments. Private health insurance for shorter waiting times is just €15 to €40 a month for basic coverage. So there you have it, 5 countries where $2,000 a month doesn't just cover the basics, it pays for a life that's richer, slower, and frankly better than what most people experience spending double or triple that back home. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Which country surprised you the most? If this is the kind of video that helps you plan your next move, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Your dream life might cost a lot less than you think. See you in the next one.